the Twitch now. How is perhaps the time will tell. Anyway, so let's start with the toccata. This, Gregory, welcome. Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you. Walking right now. Wonderful. Well, that's a good way to start the new year. And also I was just thinking, in with Chinese, they like to scare the ghosts and all sorts of monsters with all sorts of explosions when the new year is starting. And I'm thinking with this kind of piece, which is quite a lot about monstrosities a little bit as well. We are kind of scaring all the bad energies, letting them into the old year and launching the new one with the freshness, with something with the banished spirits, right? Alicia, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too, and best wishes for this so many tools that we are having now in the 2022. learning this fourth this part. I'm from Montenegro. So from Mark, Happy New Year, welcome. Thanks for joining. So happy to start this year in all the pleasant and friendly and cordial company. So let's. And also banishing the ghost and the evilness with this kind of music. The avant-garde of 20th century. Happy New Year, Apprehensive. Thanks for joining. Play Chopin. Actually, I could play Chopin. This stream is too high. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Really? Is the resolution too high? Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so that's one of the rare requests that I would actually do. And yesterday on a live stream, I was practicing a little bit this etude, and I'm quite happy to say that now it's definitely a little bit uh, better. Now, it's quite a lot of comments. Thank you for all of this. So I'm so happy to hear about the resolution. That's now kudos to the magicians at the Hubs app through which I'm streaming right now. I was just playing a Chopin Etude Opus 10 number 4. Chopin. So, any more rock songs? Metallica? No, I don't do the rock. I just do classical music. Thank you. Yeah, the technique still has to be improved on that one. I haven't touched it for so many months, and then yesterday was the first time I was touching it in a while, so it's a little bit better than compared to yesterday. How do I practice scales? I never. Scales, arpeggio, technical exercises, never, because I'm kind of beyond those. Like I went through the conservatory and all of the drills that was actually done at. I have no idea about the camera. Thank you so much. My Rachmaninoff. Yes, Rachmaninoff I actually do have. I feel in the mood right now. Let's do I feel in the mood to fulfill the wishes. Just a little bit of the etude that also I practiced yesterday. Let's see how it will come out today. The Little Red Riding Hood. Are you a spiritual person? I think we are all a spiritual people that are captured in this body that we are trying to deal with it. So. Until that point, and then I'm going to be working on this a little bit. Happy New Year to you too. This song, this song is wild. I love it. Yes, that's why I'm playing. I'm playing a lot of the wild stuff, especially when I get on to the Prokofiev. No, it's not sight reading. Playing yesterday. No. I haven't. Inspiration. The person study music or. Thursday experiment perhaps study I definitely studying music is very rewarding, maybe not in the material sense in some circumstances, but it makes us go deep into ourselves and yes, and thank you so much. Love it. And also, my energy is a reflection of all of your energy. So, and that's why I love the live streaming. It has been so many years that I've been doing this. I thought to myself, no practicing unless the camera is on, and no creation of the paintings unless the camera is on. Oh yes, and also let's put that one over so that people know if you want to join me on other social networks. Anyway, let's work now a little bit on this crazy part. Typical Rachmaninovism sounds in over there. Thank you. So now. So here the key is to bring out the theme, and the theme is strangely in the left hand. Thank you. So. Some kind of a jump and then withdrawing back, right? Is the name of this piece? Yes. So this is Rachmaninoff's Opus. Oh my God! I have Opus 39, number 6, Etude. Smart one. Happy New Year! Thanks for joining me. So now let's hear. I'm messing some. Let's get the intensity more over here. Yes, Rachmaninoff. working on this in a slow motion. Yes, I do recording of my pieces, so you can find some of my work on my website, arenaideas.com, and also on the Instagrams. There were of anyone else. Is the clarity bad? I mean, the visual or sound clarity? Like when your art is the music in your hands, really know where to. No, such sparkling. Thank you, Ingrid. But this is not actually live. This is not sight reading. I have been working on this piece for several months. All of this. You want all the MP3s? Yes. Well, you are most welcome to download the MP3s, but not of these pieces. I have that. This piece, some with the wind etude by Chopin. I have in there. I also have the Chopin ballade in there. I have some Bach, Beethoven Appassionata. You can also get the Mephisto Waltz. All of those pieces actually free for download from my website. So be my guest. Anybody that wants to see, and you can actually check the newer stuff on the Instagram. And also, I have the YouTube channel on which you can actually download it. So that's also better compared to yesterday when I was working on this. Goldberg variation, yes, exactly. I also did the series Oh You Love Bach, Me Too. It's my actually specialty. I did the Art of Fugue as well some years ago, did professional recordings in Belgium, and I still haven't released that. Now, when it comes to music, because you're asking me about the downloads and the MP3 stuff, I actually think I have a very weird philosophy, and I believe that the music is too immaterial to be charged for listening, or I don't like this word consuming, but for just the exchange of information. And so I'm always open sourcing my music, so you can just really download a lot of the stuff. I just believe that for the musicians there is Patreon and the other ways of support. I don't like that whole system of copyright issues and stuff. I don't know about Ludacris. Sorry, Goldberg variation. Really? Okay. Well, yesterday I also got that request. Let's fulfill it. Yes, I open source my recordings. My recordings and also my process of creation. Right now, you are at the process of open sourcing my process of creation, process of learning the pieces, so I can hear a lot of mistakes. But also the recorded pieces are open for download. I believe that the music is too immaterial to be charged for that. So anyway, for Goldberg variation, yes, let's do some of that. And then I will go back to Rachmaninoff, and then we'll be going in circles. I love this kind of, jumping from one thing to another. Because yesterday I also did a little bit of Goldberg after a long time not visiting this piece. Because last year, this was my large-scale project with 30 paintings, 30 Goldberg variation, 30 recordings, and 30 pieces of writings. So all of that was the result of all of the lockdowns. It's a lockdown actually working for me in this respect. nice at the end, but this is definitely better compared to before. I'm not German, although I do have some genetics from the ancient German. Of the practicing, I said the other day, I can read it now like a text. It's just my hand that doesn't know where to go. I love that. I didn't fully understand it. Now I do. Yes, exactly. That's how it goes. Oh, thank you so much for finding the website. 30 variations, 30 paintings. So it's on my YouTube channel. I haven't still published everything from Russia. Thank you so much. I still haven't published all of the 30 variations on YouTube, but you can find, I think, half of it. I also have some Dutch genes through my mother. So anyway, now let's start from the beginning because, oh, sorry. And then I'll tell you about the stories as well. It's a divine music indeed. Just imagine if Bach so many centuries ago knew that this would have been played and streamed all over the world with people looking and thank you. Thank you so much for the respect and Happy New Year as well. And also to fellow Redditors. So this is quite from Reddit. I feel like I also sometimes stream directly from my account in Reddit as well. It's Ideas Rex. It always makes me happy. Yes, for me too as well. Some kind of a pure energy. And come to think of it, there are all sorts of stories that they were dedicated to Goldberg, the first performer, and that they were actually the purpose of them was to make the one of the royalty go into sleep. And sleep is such an important stage for us. Thank you. Oh wow, I like it. I like this comment. I also quite vary when it comes to performing, especially with the aria. So it just depends on the mood. Yes. So anyway, so now we're going to go into. So the aria is kind of for me like explosion of some kind of a star. Some the introduction, this idea of. Giving into the external, kind of giving a lesson to the world. And then the first variation for me is about duality, the footprint on the planet, the power of the mind conquering the genetics, because there is some kind of intrinsic power in it. Thank you so much. Yeah, so in here. Miss notes in there. It was better performed yesterday, but anyway, maybe I will work on this a little bit now as well. Also, thank you about the following on the platform. So here it is. If anybody wants to check, it's Ideas Tracks, IG and Twitter. Yes. So just one more time. Just get, thank you, plus AD as well. Appreciate that. So so it's on Ideas Tracks, not on Hub. Although you can also follow the hubs. You make it, yeah, look effortless. It's actually very live. This is not the type of music that I'm completely into originally, but then I was totally perplexed last year. I wanted to explore the Goldberg variation. The black is since like a linguist more privileged. Oh my God, there is no such division when it comes to the classical music. It's indeed black and white world. Black and white go together; they are equal, and so are in the human world. Sadly, it's not yet implemented like that in the human world, but hopefully we will mature as a civilization to actually embrace each other because we are indeed genetically the same species. So anyway, let's go back a little bit more about the mind conquering the genetics, the ability of mind to go over. There's also another piece which is in a way kind of similar to this particular variation, which I'm also going to be recording in the next batch of professional recording. So yes, thank you. This one also back. Anyway, I'm messing up. So, but that one also we are going to be working on sometimes. I don't give the lessons. I'm just a concert pianist. I do a lot of other things. I don't have the time, unfortunately, but maybe sometimes else. Thank you for the greens. Yeah, thank you for being in here. You know, the free things are the best, actually. Okay, so now, next one. So now there is a philosophy behind this one. Sorry, what's fake? Yes, Goldberg variation number 2. This one, in my views, I actually wrote the whole kind of a small philosophical writing about it. And And this one is, to my mind, about just how I'm perceiving it. This has no historical evidence that the elders tell the story about the value of simple life. I think there is something of it. Just listen to this. It has the depth, it has this kind of maturity, but at the same time, it's about simplicity, right? Uh, from Naruto, what do you mean? What's Naruto? I have no idea. Now, about the third one, it's about the beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. That's how I perceive it. Sorry about that, Miss Nose over there. Anyway, that was too much of retardando, but we'll see. It is indeed. So, and okay. I like the Hobbit's life. Yeah, I like that idea. I like the Hobbit's life. That's actually what I was thinking as well. Except the Hobbit is a little bit too much with the gold. With the glass structure above. That is not fully aware of the dangers of the world. And that one is more about maturity. The Grand Waltz Brilliant. Do you also? Yeah. No, I can't play that right now. It was sometimes my repertoire. I was working the Brandenburg concerts. No, sorry, it's not in my repertoire. From Tokyo. Very. Thank you so much also for joining from Tokyo. By the way, one of the Japanese platforms for promoting the paintings. I think it's from Tokyo. Accepted my request to collaborate, so I got through it. It's like pictures. Pictures at the exhibition of Mussorgsky is also the piece I'm working on preparing for the next recording. I heard you. Thank you so much. What was that? This was the Goldberg variation, the variation number 3 that I just played. It was not. Thank you so much for being with me. So much positivity and wonderful people in here. Just to go back to Mussorgsky, I'm so glad you mentioned him because that's also in my latest repertoire. Anyway, I can't without the music, isn't it? Yes. So we are going to be working on that as well. Now, just a little bit more, a few more maybe of the Goldberg, and then we will move on to Mussorgsky because I like this. I'm revisiting the Goldberg, revisiting a different kind of pieces, like especially the Chopin, because it became so much better compared to yesterday. This is amazing. I didn't touch the piano in between yesterday and today, and it definitely is much better. That Chopin, just from that. So I really feel that somehow I'm progressing much faster with you guys. This is amazing. about the ideology, philosophy, something out of this world. And then the next one to me is about defining the light. The ending was a little bit of a disaster. Maybe I can work on that. It's always in the mind. When it gets messed up, it's something to do with the with the mind just becoming too obsessed with details and so afraid. Thank you so much. Yeah. But it's such I've never certainly visited too fast. It's kind of the music is leading me to play in this tempo. My mother often tells me, "Oh, it's too fast. It's not baroque." But I think it requires some sharpness. So that part is good because I somehow mastered it, but this one. And then the next one. It's about nature. And then the next one is about the superhuman. It wasn't accentuated enough. The sharper versions, exactly. I also agree with you. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes, this is Bach. Bach Goldberg. Thank you. Super. So no, I don't mean it for myself. It's more for the Bach's genius. Like, look at that. Now this is a better interpretation of this. next one to my mind is about really reaching towards the sky. Nostalgia. Oh, really? For some, really, some nostalgia. Interesting. I have been playing, yeah, for a long time. I'm a professional concert pianist. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of the support and positive energy and launching. And by the way, yesterday I had the worst day in many years. I almost got hit by the car. One friend had issue with the battery of another car, and then another friend burned her car. And all of these friends, we were gathering together, and so there was a lot of issues. And then in the end, almost there was a dog that almost attacked me. So it was very, very strange ending of the 2021. So I'm very happy to be actually launching into 2022 with this kind of very, very much participatory good wishes, right? And especially with this music. Yeah, it was really, really strange. But yes, these are my paintings as well. So I also create all of those paintings live together with the world, but it's on these platforms. You can see on Ideas Tracks on Instagram and on Twitter. So the section. By the way, that was painted by my eye pencils because I don't have any pencil in the house at the moment. Imagine that. Not a good end of the year. I know, Mark, but maybe it's a good symbolism, because I had all of those negative things crammed into 1 year, so I had to solve a lot of mundane problems. And exactly the curse. So let it be the curse of the 2021. It's behind us, and we secure that this 2022, at least in this case, doesn't have a repetition of such events, right? The Phoenix, hello. Okay, so now reaching towards the sky. I just missed because I looked at a new follower as well as Dale Small. Thank you for following me there. Just one more thing, although it's in the middle, I feel that when I was working on this piece, thank you, Piglas, for joining as well. When I was working on this piece, it felt like there is something very much pure, some kind of a purity coming out of it. Wow, this hasn't happened. I completely messed it up now. It's a bit messed up. Okay, that's a little bit better, but still not much. I'll have to be actually practicing. No, je ne parle pas français. Sorry, I spent some time in Paris, but keep feathering me. Okay, so now we are at the number 9, and I think I'll play just number 9 and 10, and that's already 1/3 of this very large piece. Pity I don't actually have the paintings to also show you how they look like, because each of those is complementing one. Maybe sometimes I'll do a stream about that as well. I did that last year. It was very interesting. So, but anyway, now this is a very about solitude. "99 years old with the plastic, really?" I'd love to be that way, actually. Maybe I'll introduce myself as 1999 years old to the people in the future. Thank you. Although I did again some stuff. This one is about the solitude of being alone, but not lonely, or being one with the world, kind of, but at the same time being alone. So Carnegie Hall. Yeah, I actually believe that the Carnegie Hall and the concert halls in general are things of the past. So that's why one of the reasons I am live streaming a lot. My process of practicing, I think it's important because the communication with the people like this, and and the performer is making everything much more human. When you're just looking at what you called earlier superhuman on the pedestal, it's really not right, because then people think, oh, this is it's too much talent, too much work, it's impossible. But actually, it's very possible. So I want to open. That's also one of the reasons I feel like I'm doing a service, because we anyway recorded all the time by our machines, this phone just in front of me, or the laptop that's also recording over there. I'm actually streaming on 2 platforms, on Twitch and here on. How do you turn on your sound? Is the sound best for everybody as well? Because sometimes that also happens, especially in a live stream. Holes, things. Yeah, so I actually have a painting dedicated. I call that the Colosseum. It's right now with the art collector, but so I can't show you. It's not in my home, but it's. I was really obsessed about that. It feels like it's a little bit of a Colosseum. It's very stressful for an artist to go after like sometimes years of preparation, and then with all of the nervousness, and is the hall full? Are the tickets sold? Thinking about the stupid things, and sometimes it's just how it's happening. How many mistakes on average do you make before learning a piece? So many mistakes. Turbo code, that's a good question. So many mistakes I have to do in order. Play free. Thank you. Thank you so much for me finding you as well, Sanya. Good readiness. So happy. Yes. So now the next one is about this one. To me, it's about the mythological idea. This is a Tugeta. Guide to Success, but I managed to even play through this because I haven't touched it for a while now. How many? Hold on a second. Okay. Thank you. He'll take a look at yes, you will get there exactly. And it's just a matter of spending those, do they call it the 10,000 hours, but also 10,000 hours of focus, of enjoyment. When I was in Belgium, a good friend of mine who's also a pianist always would tell me, now enjoy when you're practicing. And I always think about it, we don't enjoy life properly. We have to learn how to enjoy. We have to learn that delight with enthusiasm in the world. Thank you. So, yes, well, you can. So I think. Okay, it's not. This is about some kind of a noble action, but I made a lot of mistakes, as you can see right now. You can't hear and see any comments. Is this happening with everyone? On the screen, then on the lower. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for helping. Okay. So now I think tomorrow or the day after, I don't know when I'll probably be streaming tomorrow at exactly the same time, between 11, 12 my time. I'm essentially European time. And then we are going to be revisiting the from 10th until 20th variation, because I want to remind them, to get myself reminded of them, because it has been a while. Yeah, you can hear. Okay, terrible chord. Thank you. So now, let's go back to Rachmaninoff for a little bit, and then I will introduce you to the world of Mussorgsky. And then it's going to go a crazy Prokofiev. And so on and so forth. We will be working on this as well. Thank you. The music from India, wonderful. Namaste. Sounds really good. Really, you like that one? Okay, so let's now go into the back to Rachmaninoff. let's work on this. Casio just made calculators. This is actually a Beckstein. This is a hybrid piano. It has a mechanism of Beckstein's grand piano. Spider? Is that a spider? No, it's not a spider actually. I don't think it's a spider. Maybe there are spiders on my paintings, but I don't think. Thank you. So now we're going. Oh wow, 4 a.m. for you. So you are already earlier on in the new year than we are. Yes, it's a Rachmaninoff etude, the Little Red Riding Hood etude. So let's just go. Let's just work on the part where I was kind of messing up. This is the part. Isn't it such an intensity? So the squad games, no, it's not the music from the squad games. Baroque piece. I just played the Baroque piece. I just played the Goldberg variation. This is one of my favorites. Thank you. The hardest piece hardest piece that I can play, I think it's definitely in the area of Prokofiev. That is at sorry, what's the first you can play? Hungarian. No, I actually don't like the Hungarian Rhapsody that much, and the Tchaikovsky Piano Concerto. I can play some, but not now. I mean, I need the and Rhapsody in Blue as well. Gershwin, I didn't learn ever, so maybe sometimes. But thank you so much for being with me. Also, on the practicing, it makes it worthwhile. So I'm just going to go into the. Just the Little Red Riding Hood. So here the theme is in this left hand, which has to be a really very layered accent. I don't know. I was exported very early to the Western countries. I did a lot of at that stage concerts. Also the competitions. Oops, what happened in there? Competitions and the recordings abroad. So It's a bit, Olivia. Oh, thanks. And Happy New Year to you. Oh, from Washington, D.C. Yes, I've spent some time in Washington, D.C. as well, not track. So a lot. All of these pieces I love. Wait, okay, so. I'm actually thinking, and this is also one of the reasons I like to do this, because I'm thinking about things, and then I kind of record what I've been thinking about, the way how we are maturing as a civilization. Oh, I was getting some first time. Okay, thank you. Thanks so much, Walt. It's you joining me on Twitch. I'm also multi-streaming on Twitch over there. So from Korea, welcome. Good morning. This is wonderful. Thank you, sir. Is it can't? My accent. You can't still play. So let's guess. What's my accent? What do you think? It's not Czech. It's not north of Europe. Liberal style. Thank you. And you. Tutorials. Like actually, people can ask me anything, and then I'll try to explain to the best of my ability. Yes. Angela have it. Yeah, she was very, very is excellent with Bach, in fact. But thank you so much. This is I'm so happy that not Poland either. Russian, no. Lithuanian, no. It's more south. I bet you won't guess it. It's north from Greece, but it's south from Austria. It's actually very near Austria. It's in Montenegro. No, not Romanian. So I'm from Montenegro, but my parents are foreigners. I studied abroad. I spent a lot of time abroad. I feel more like not Iceland, more south. I do have Icelandic genetics actually, and a bit of Eskimo, which I'm very proud of. So that's there. Okay, so now let's just go a little bit more on crazy part. This is where the Little Red Riding Hood becomes much more nuclear than the wolf itself, the way I see it. I also like the paint. Yeah, I love, so the paintings are also my work. I sometimes share also when not Montenegro, I'm in Montenegro. I also share Montenegro nature, because right now with all the COVID, yes, it's Rachmaninoff right now. Right now, I'm just touching upon the Rachmaninoff etude. since recently working on Toccata by Prokofiev. That will be interesting. I still haven't worked on that on this occasion. So we are going to be touching upon this. Now it's just the ending of the last 3 pages of the Rachmaninoff in Togetherness. I'm streaming also from Montenegro right now. Thank you. And I have a beautiful balcony from which I maybe will be painting. I did one painting on my previous live stream, but that's on my own account from Ideas Tracks. It was 2 days ago. I'm really ending and beginning a new year with a lot of streaming for some reasons. Thank you. Was the native language? Yes. So, well, they call it Montenegrin, but it's the same as all of the languages around. It's the same as Serbian, Croatian, like Bosnian. So it's the same language. So everybody that wakes up in that country can I guess exactly. Yeah. Happy New Year to you, Walt, as well. So, okay, now let's go into this world. Yes, yes, absolutely amazing piece. I felt very close since the study. No, I don't know about you, Sisian. Yeah, this is amazing piece. Indeed, totally killed it. Schoenberg, I played some Schoenberg as well in the past. I actually have it even recorded on my website. So arenaideas.com, and you'll find the Schoenberg piece there, which I do study primarily. So right now I'm focusing on the I specialized more Baroque. I recorded the Art of Fugue some years ago. Johnny, I have no idea who that is, Johnny by Barry. Fellow pianist, Bessie, so happy to connect. Thank you for joining me. So, anyway, yeah, so that is it. I think for the Rachmaninoff, I'm going to end this, and then I'm going to be continuing on with something else. As I promised, we need to get into the world of Prokofievism, and I'll start from the ending. I'll start with the third movement of the seventh divorce sonata, and let's just start. Let's see how it's going. Because yesterday I also worked on this, I think, a little bit. So. It's almost funny how just missed the very ending. Okay, I have to work on the ending, obviously. The plastic keyboard. It's not a plastic at all. This is awfully expensive. This is a hybrid piano. Wow, such a comment about the topless that doesn't dignify the response. Thank you so much, Turbo Coder. I really appreciate all this time staying with me. This is this again. So this is the Prokofiev third movement of the seventh sonata. Okay, so I don't know if you remember. And so on and so forth. The hybrids is, yeah, I think so. Although sorry about the sound quality, I'm not actually just streaming from the phone. On Twitch, I'm streaming actually with the good microphone over there. So yes, and this is an excellent. I'm very happy with it. Actually, it doesn't have a plastic. This is completely wooden, and it has the mechanism behind as well. So it's the best alternative to the full grand piano. If I was to get the grand piano, it would mean a new house, and obviously I can't afford that, and neither the piano as well. Anyway, so let's just work a little bit now in togetherness with this ending where I had a collapse, and I love when I do the collapse in front of the people because that's how it looks like. That's reality of life, right? It didn't actually work that well, this part. Okay, let's just now I think I'm going to now. I'm really getting tired. I don't know how long I've been streaming in here. Where can I see how long I've been streaming? Oh wow, already 1 hour, more than 1 hour. Usually, my practicing session and also the streaming because I do the streaming as well is under 1 hour. This time I'm making an exception. So just a little bit of toccata, which I just started a few weeks ago, and then I wasn't even practicing because there was some renovation going on with the house. So anyway. Now I don't know this probably. And then from this point, I'm just reading the music. Okay, so I think that's it for toccata now, and then I'm going to go into the world of Mussorgsky. Now, this is going to be much easier for listening, easier for playing as well. And then I'll be finishing the stream. I mean, this has been very, very productive. I'm quite happy with everything, and so happy that all of you could join on the first day of New Year. The bug. A dead bug was in my. Can you believe this? A dead bug was in my music. Died. So I had. So I was performing with the deadness around me. So anyway. Okay. I'm actually really getting tired. So I think I'll just have to finish this stream now. If we are still streaming in here. So thank you so much everyone for joining. Thank you also for the Twitch in here. And so that's it. So have a great morning, afternoon, evening everywhere in the world. Bye.